Well, hey, fancy meeting you here. I am here at Monument Valley Park I got my bucket and I'm gonna grab some water here. And I think in previous videos, maybe I mentioned it, maybe I didn't. So I did 2 previous videos, if you didn't know, where I crashed my drone originally, and then really all I wanted was the SD card out of it, and I wondered, how long would SD card survive in the creek and the water. So I saw other videos online, and a lot of them did pretty well, but I don't think they did it, I guess, how I would do it, or in the same conditions that might exist outside. So anyway, I went back to look for it, for the drone back in Lake City. Didn't find it, but I still got to thinking, I'm like, would it have survived? I don't care about the drone anymore. Would the card have even made it, 2 months or however long in the water? But anyway, I came to this park, Monument Valley. As you can see, a really, really nasty water. I figured I want to do an SD card test, and I want to see if it would survive water like this. The tests I've seen on YouTube have always been tap water or filtered water or something like that. So I'd rather see what or how a SD card does in this kind of water over an extended period of time. Man, hopefully I don't fall in. Jeez. Pretty gross. Hopefully I don't drop the GoPro in there either. We'll go ahead and get some of the nastiness with all this. It's mostly stagnant. It's so gross. This park is really nice, but the pond is disgusting. Oh yeah. Nice hodgepodge of disgustingness. So these are the cards that I have, or I'm going to use for the test. As you can see, some of them, I don't know if you can read these or not, but I'll point them out. This one's a little bit older, regular SD card. A few years old, I believe. As you can tell, 45 megabits per second, not very fast by today's standards. An older CF card, compact flash card. I kind of have my doubts about this one doing well, on its own, because of the holes there. If those get plugged, I'm not sure how it would work, and I don't know how you clean it out. But to be honest, if you were to drop your camera or something like that in there, or drone, or these cards are not going to be sitting bare in the water, most likely. So this would be in your camera, what have you, and these would be protected. Whether it's actually waterproof or not, I have no idea. So this is a newer one, actually, I just got. So, and these newer ones, this one and the micro, actually say waterproof. These 2 are older. This is just an adapter, and I think I'm going to stick these micros in the adapter. Otherwise, I'll probably lose them. And that really replicates what would happen anyway. You wouldn't have these bare, most likely anyway. They would be in something, just like my drone. This card like this is in the drone, in the water. So it is somewhat protected in a way. But this one's new. These 2 are fairly old. Sony and a SanDisk 2 gig, so that's got to be fairly old. But these 2 specifically say waterproof, shockproof, what have you. I don't know if you can see. You probably can't read it. It's right there, but I'll take a picture. It says waterproof, temperature proof, shock proof, X-ray proof, and then it gives a website. I'm sure it gives more details. But anyway, that one actually, the new ones actually say that they can handle all that. So we'll see. But I'll take a picture of that so you can see it. I'm just going to drop them in there in a nasty bucket of water and see how it goes. So after further review and reading the packaging, sandisk.com/proof, I didn't know this, but on their website, it talks about what they can and cannot stand, waterproof wise. And waterproof, it says tested to withstand up to 72 hours and 1 meter of salt or fresh water. So I think I was gonna do like 2 weeks, but I think what I might do is we'll go to the 72 hours, see what it looks like then, see how they do, and then we'll extend it from there and keep pushing it and see maybe how far we go, and I'll just update. Blech. So that's sufficiently gross. So I'm not going to do any big hurrah or anything, but I'm just gonna dump them in. No big deal, right? And I am gonna leave this bucket out in the elements. I'm just gonna no tap water, no filtered water. But I'm just going to leave it out here on the deck. And if it gets cold, it gets cold. If it rains, it rains, and whatever. And hopefully, after I dump them in here, I can find them again. And straight to the bottom. I think I might dump some dirt in there as well. Nothing major, just a little bit of coating. So that's it for now. I'll give you a update on the nasty water test, and let you know. I can see there's bugs in there too. It's pretty gross. So I'll give you an update in, I think we said 72 hours, and I'll bump you forward to there, and we'll go from there. So it's been about 72 hours, and the water's no less gross, but I'm going to go ahead and fish them out, and then we'll dry them off. And CF card, I did tape it on the top because I didn't want dirt to get in there. One of the Sony's SanDisk Micro. The older SanDisk Extreme. I don't even remember how many I put in there. Another micro. Smells fishy. And the newer regular SD Ultra Plus or SanDisk. I think that might be it. I don't want to get rid of this water yet, because if these work, some of them work, I'm going to put them back in and extend it and see how long they still work day by day. I think that's it. So let's finally find out if these cards work or not. I'll go through them one by one, and I wouldn't try to, or I don't expect to be able to use these cards in the future. All I want is to be able to retrieve 1 or 2 files that are on them. If I get those in real life, I would never expect to use them again anyway. If you drop it in the water, how could you possibly trust it? But I'll go through them one by one and let you know. So I have the SanDisk, the older SanDisk 2 gig card, and I'm going to use a reader because I don't want to stick these in my computer and who knows, cause any type of flesh-eating bacteria, computer problems. But we'll try this one first. Popped right up. And what I'm looking for is to be able to play this little eclipse time-lapse piece of cake. So the next one is the Sony 16 gig. Popped right up. No problem. Now the older compact flash card. This one I'll be probably surprised the most if it works. Popped right up. Wow. Oh. Well, you kind of hesitated there a little bit playing. No. No problem. 3 for 3. The SanDisk Extreme, probably 2 or 3 years old, 32 gig. Man, I'm amazed. They're not even having any issues at all so far. I mean, we did stick to that 72-hour window that SanDisk said that it was good for, waterproof for, so we may be extending their time in the disgusting water. And these next two are new ones, and they actually said on the package, good up to 72 hours, waterproof, shockproof, heatproof. So I would expect these, of any of them, to work. Yeah, no problem. And the last SanDisk Ultra Plus 16 gig newer micro. Yeah. Absolutely. Every one of them. Every one of those cards had no issue whatsoever. Again, I used a reader because I didn't want to stick them in my computer because who knows what's on them, like scum or something. And this reader is not top of the line by any means, but it worked no problem. Every one of them worked no problem. That was what, 5 for 5, 6 for 6, or 6 for 6. Every one of them worked. So I'm thinking I'm going to extend the test. I'll throw them back in the water, and I'm not going to do another video on it, but I think I'll update it. I'll just keep a running update I might just go another week and just see what happens since they're dry now, and I'll just update either on Instagram or Facebook, Twitter. I'll just update whether how it's going or not. I won't do a whole another video on it. But yeah, so I'm impressed. Even better than I expected. So money well spent, I guess. If you want confidence in your cards, we have most of them are SanDisk. We have Sony, SanDisk, and I think this last one was PNY CF card. So every one of them did fantastic. So there you go, real world test, real life conditions, none of this tap water stuff, scummy, nasty pond water, and they did great. So there you have it. If you like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, would be great, and also find me on Facebook and all the others.